Welcome back to another video, everybody. Today we are going to actually start working on the Evo 10. So I just have to pull it from outside of my everyday garage, and I got to pull it back to the shop. And we can get this bad boy started today and hopefully get it to the shop to get the alignment done. But I'm not betting money on that. It's already like 3:30 in the afternoon or something like that. So we're just gonna start and get this thing started and try to get it done for tonight, and then possibly drop it off later on tonight or sometime first thing in the morning, just so they can get this bad boy done and I can have it for the weekend. So let's go. So we got the car in the air. So what I'm going to start to do now is I'm going to shake down the front end, make sure that there's no play in the inner and outer tie rod ends and the lower ball joint. All of which, if anything is wrong or any play is felt, would prohibit me from getting a straight and true alignment for this car. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to do the coilovers, get those on. And I'm going to go back and do that alignment with these 19s on. The reason why I want to do that is just because the 19s see a lot more tarmac time, I guess you would want to call it. I have these 19s on a lot longer than I have these 18s on. So I'll go through all of spring, all of summer, and all of fall with these 19s on. And my 18s, my stock BBS wheels, will only see really the winter time. So what I want to do is make sure that there's no wrong camber angles, any toe angles, or anything like that. I want to make sure that I can prolong the life of these tires as much as I can. I love my 19s, and I roll around with them a lot more than I roll around with any other wheel that I actually have, because I like these wheels. So I want to kind of keep these tires in pristine condition if I could. My 18s, I only really use them for the winter time, so that's why I want to get the alignment with these 19s. So let's get to going on these coilovers, and let's get these in. I want to try to get the height adjustment that I'm looking for without any kind of rubbing. And if I do, what I'll probably have to do is have them the wheel arches kind of rolled or whatever. Because it still does rub right now, even though the car it's got some height on it. But I definitely want to get rid of that, and I definitely want to get rid of this noise, and I want to get these coilovers in. So let's go. All right, everybody, I got all the wheels off. So let's check this bad boys out. So yeah, you see why I don't really like these rotors. Yes, I do use 15 millimeter spacers for these wheels just because they're a weird offset. Anybody that knows Evos, they all come with red calipers. So I wanted to stick out a little bit. So I did something different. I did this kind of gunmetal color with black Brembo sticker, and I think it came out really well. But if you're looking at the suspension here, it's just like that Ultimate. It's definitely seen better days, but like I said before, it's got 200,000 miles on them, so it looks pretty beat. But the rears don't look terrible. The rears actually look pretty good. There's no crazy just at the bottom here. But it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad at all. But again, did these calipers, and they came out pretty good. The rotors still look pretty good in the rear. Let's check out the other side here. Let's see what we're working with. Yeah, again, this one side looks pretty good. Just at the mounting point, a little rust, but nothing too crazy. Still got enough pad in the back left, which is good. You can't really see. It's probably got, I don't know, 5 or 6 30 seconds left. The rotors still look good. I just got to mic them up, but they look pretty good to me. I think I'm definitely gonna have to change the front rotors, that's for sure. But yeah, because look how burnt they looked. It's just it's bad. So but yeah, look at this. Suspension looks really bad too. But like I said before, I'm not trying to go crazy, getting new Bilsteins when I can just put, a set of, secondhand coilovers in and call it a day. It's height adjustable and dampening adjustable, so why not just do that, But let's get this stuff going. So I got all of this stuff disassembled over here, like you probably saw from a couple videos ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put some, some anti-seize or something like that on here just to make sure that I can actually adjust these down the road. But right now the threads look really, really good. So I'm very happy with them. So let's get this going. I finally got my suspension out. It was a pain, I'm not gonna lie. The first pain was these, let's see if I can show you here. These like camber lock bolts or whatever. See, they're like square. So they were kind of stuck in there. So I kind of had to use a couple different things, air chisel and stuff like that to try to get this out. But yeah, finally got it out. And the other thing that that really made me mad were these. I'll show you in a minute here. But yeah, this this bolt here that was sticking out, that's supposed to stick out, it looks like this. It just stuck in there and it wouldn't come out. So what I had to do was just kind of pry it out and get it out any way I could. So what I'll probably do is try to cut that bolt off and just stick another bolt just for, for this side here, just so that, like I can hold everything together, all the lines and stuff like that. But like I said before, these things are just gross. And you can actually see on this one here, the oil is actually like, that's not good. It's supposed to stay inside the shock itself or strut itself, but it's not happening. So these bad boys are going to be going on soon. Because all the pinball mounts are all good, all the threads are all good. So we'll get to that and we'll start the video. finally got everything together. I got the wheels back on, and now I'm gonna drop it down on the floor and see if I need to make any adjustments height-wise, which I'm pretty sure I probably will. The front is sitting kind of high, which I don't really mind, and the rear is sitting kind of low, but I don't know. I have to see, but let me let it down and see if I need really any adjustments here. As you can see, I let it down, and it's really, really low. A little too low for me, and especially for me being, you know, up in the Poconos, and it's really ready to start snowing. If you can tell, the fender is pretty much right on the tire. So there's no way I'm gonna get around here with anything, let alone getting off this lift. That's why I got the blocks there. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this thing back up in the air, and I'm gonna make all my adjustments off camera and get it to the way I like it, and then we'll kind of go from there. Just because I'm gonna show you the finished results instead of me going up and down, and I know it'll take me a little bit to get this right. So I'll cut back when it's all done. All right, so I got the Evo 10 done finally. After a couple adjustments up and down in the rear, it was sitting real low. Not to my liking, but now as you can see, there's not that much wheel gap, but I kind of need it because of these 19s by 9.5s in the rear. So when it squats or when I hit a bump in the rear, you know, I'm trying to make it so that like it doesn't hit, you know. So what I probably do in the near future is probably get the rears rolled just to be sure. But I'll probably have the guy come here, and hopefully it'll be easier for him to just throw it on the lift and do his little roll thing, and we'll kind of go from there. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it for a test drive, make sure I don't hear any stupid knocks or anything like that, and you know, if I like the way it performs, then I'll just take it to go get an alignment, and off to the test drive. Just got back from my test drive. I'm gonna let the suspension settle, hopefully give it a little bit more driving, and give it my final thoughts on this suspension, because I know it's a really good suspension, but you know, I want to drive it around just a little bit more around where I live at, just to see like if it smooths out, you know. But you know, until next video, I'll see you then.